Hey guys, I know we've been doing office hours for a while, and during COVID, it kind of took a toll, and we weren't able to keep up with that. So I wanted to launch back up some office hours, and there was no better person I could think of to bring on the show with me than Miss Kevin Kennedy.
Oh, thanks.
Kevin has been. Do you mind if I say Kevin during this? Or
I prefer it.
You prefer it?
Yes.
Okay. Kevin is now our friend. She's formal as Kevin, but also a mentor, someone that we call whenever we need things for our own children, as people that prefer to use natural means. But of course, we do know that there is a place for our pharmaceutical avenues. But we always like to go with nature first here at American Wholesale Hemp, and especially personally in my family and a lot of people that call or write us for just advice on certain supplements and products. Well, Ryan created Pure Cannaceuticals before I met that man. Actually, we all have our stories that brought us here. This isn't about my story. This is about Kevin's. But I, as well, have been affected in a positive way by our products. And specifically, I think Pure Cannaceuticals is one Kevin is very familiar with. So before I even ever came around, you knew Ryan. How is that?
How did I know?
How do you know Ryan? How did y'all meet, and how long ago did y'all meet?
I'm trying to think how long ago. It has to have been at least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It was at the very, very beginning of
5 to 6 years ago
of the business. I had been interested in CBD for quite a while. A friend of mine that's a medical doctor in California was saying, "Gee, Kevin, when you can, these products are going to help some of the issues that we're talking about." And so I started researching CBD, and I started giving classes to my patients. I love doing education with my clients. I really call them clients and not patients.
Mm-hmm.
So I love doing education, and I was so excited about CBD. And one day I got a call, and a gentleman said, "Hey, I want to come to one of your classes. I see you're having one tonight." And I thought, "I'm not." And I looked, and I said, "That was exactly a year ago today that I did that class." And then he introduced himself. I invited him to come up to the office, and I was so excited about what he was doing. I think he left me some samples, and then we were a hit together from then on. I was so enthusiastic about what he was doing, and was able at that point to bring product into my office, and it's just been a blessing to me. And then for Ryan personally, I've been really impressed with that young man in his ability to not only have a vision for what's needed today, but he sees how that's going to impact 5 years down the road, and he starts preparing for 5 years down the road today. I saw that in him, the vision that he has and the ability he has to really make it happen. Some people have the vision, but they can't implement it. But Ryan could do both, and I've been very impressed with Ryan.
Well, thank you for that, because as I'm sure everybody knows, Ryan's my husband, so I love hearing stories and compliments, especially from people that knew him before I ever got the opportunity or blessing for him to impact and change my life by becoming his wife and business partner. You said some cool things in there, though. For one, people that may be watching this that are just like, why do they keep talking about Ryan? That's Ryan Early. He is the CEO and founder of Cantech Labs, which is where products from American Wholesale Hemp generally come from. It's our trusted source. It helps because it's a seed to sell company. All things that I'm sure that you've taught in your classes, and that you are proud and confident carrying any products that we have in your practice. So Ryan Early decided it was time that we opened up a distribution center to make it more available, to where we weren't retail, we were supporting a small business, supporting other small businesses. Oh goodness, we opened American Wholesale Hemp 2.5 years ago, I would think, so maybe 2 years ago. Sorry for not knowing the exact date. And we made that transition to where now Ryan is the CEO and founder of American Wholesale Hemp as well. So those companies are connected, and you did meet Ryan at Cantech Labs, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so you've seen these transitions, and you've seen him have a vision and it actually happen. And do you know how I believe his visions happen?
I do, because it's helped you.
Because it's helping so
Yeah.
many people that they want to be part of the movement. They want to jump on board. They believe in him. They build all that trust. And so that's another thing about office hours, and why I actually don't want to be talking as much as I even am, because this is all about people's personal relationships and personal stories. And as an NP or naturopath, or an ND, a naturopathic doctor, I do believe that you get to hear a lot of those stories. And we were discussing before the show, it's unfortunate we can't share a lot of those right now live, can we? We can't share those stories of how the products are, even whether it's CBD or a lot of natural products have helped people. And you are in constant fear of your practice being probably bad wordage there again, but for lack of better words, constant fear of your practice being looked at in a negative fashion, say a red flag, just by finding something that even helps with allergies. Yeah, it's tough.
Have very specific parameters I have to operate within. I did have a patient once who works at the Attorney General's office here in Oklahoma, and that was her specific job, was to monitor the medical community and the alternative health community for people that were out of compliance. And so I asked her, please let me know exactly, and I sent her my paperwork and everything that I do. And she did have one area that she said I needed to clean up to stay in compliance. And so you heard me earlier say my patients, and then I corrected that to say clients, because since I'm not a medical doctor, I can't call the people that I work with patients, because that would give the impression that I am a medical doctor. But we can't prescribe, diagnose, or treat anything or make claims on anything. But we can say that we do things to help support your immune system. So someone that has XYZ issue, fibromyalgia, allergies, we can say that we have alternative methods and natural methods to help support these issues. So the body can heal and your immune system can do its own cleanup of these problems. So we are working with the foundation of the body, so then it gives your body the immune tools to do what your body would naturally do anyway. So I can say that.
Well, I knew I was going to learn something from you today, and whether I learned it or knew it and just didn't know how to speak it, that's an incredible way to put what we as naturopaths or people that are educated and to actually have been able to form a clientele base of people that are seeking natural means for help.
Yeah.
We're educators, right? And I love that you said support. Our bodies are made to heal themselves, correctly?
Exactly.
But we have to take care of them and keep them running like a vehicle, right, with the proper fluids and oils and fuel and maintenance and rest.
And plus, we're driving these vehicles down a really rough road.
Oh, yes, we are.
Potholes.
A lot.
A lot of environmental challenges that we don't have a lot of control over.
So, before we break here, I want to know what sets our products apart, other than just looking into meeting Ryan, and y'all looking into meeting each other at this wonderful time 5 years ago. What sets, we'll do specifically Pure Canoceutical products, apart from others that has made you not need to seek change?
Well, one thing that, of course, I have a loyalty to Pure Canoceutical products, but my loyalty only goes so far as they're helping my clients. If I found something better, honestly, I would change, because my commitment is to the people I help, and then you're someone that helps me help people. But if someone helped me in a better way, that would be the choice you would have to make. So I do know what works, and as long as it's working, I'm not looking for something else. One thing I do tell my clients, because it's confusing for a client to navigate all of these products on the market now. Well, why can't I just go down to XYZ and get this? Plus it's cheaper. So I tell people there's one thing that all CBD products have in common. Every manufacturer says theirs is the best. That's the one thing you'll find in common.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing in common. For one thing, really early on, Pure Cannaceuticals was giving us third-party lab reports. So that means an independent lab has analyzed the product and has told us exactly what's in it. Nobody was doing that early on. And then when they did do it, it was obvious by looking at the lab report. I mean, the science is there. So at some point, I don't have to compare with every single product that's coming down the road, because you can't get any better, I don't think, than what you're already doing. And so, and then the proof is in the help that it gives, you know, the people that we're helping, the people that, you know, come to me for help. That's how I determine what products I use, and that's why I'm with Pure Cannaceuticals.
Well, again, I couldn't get a better explanation than that. I've always enjoyed being able to see our third-party lab tests, so that wasn't new to me when I came in maybe 6 months to a year after him meeting you. It's always been known that I need to see those lab certs, so it's always a shock when you don't. And it also has helped me with other supplements and foods go, oh goodness, I've seen these lab reports as a lab owner from other companies, and that's scary. There's toluene in there. There's butane left in there. I don't want that in my body. Exactly. And then I think, what's in my Cheerios? You know?
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and take a break, but we'll come back, and I guess we'll see you then. All right, guys, we're back, and I noticed that when we broke, she had mentioned during her time of talking why she has chosen to stay with Pure Cannaceutical. She ain't found anything better yet. But one thing she did mention was the cost. So how would you feel if we were able to give a new option of 30 mils for half the cost but the same strength? That way, they're able to lower that cost and take half a dose and being able to do it the every other paycheck option, or maybe even that bottle did last them the whole month. Or maybe they bought our new Sapphire and they only needed that 30 mil in the first place. So do you think that your clients will be excited that we're now going to be able to offer a 30 mil option with it being half of the cost?
I think so.
I
know I would be, because I really think that especially in our economic times right now, I think that will open up more people that can take advantage of this, you know, healing product. I think it just makes it available to more people. I think it's fantastic.
Well, good. Well, we were hoping people like you would be excited about that, because obviously that it's something that we wanted to do to make sure that we could take our ultra premium quality product that is kind of hard to get the cost down on sometimes due to the quality and the love and care that's put into that product, and be able to come up with an option that is more affordable for the people that need it or want it, or just maybe want to try and they don't want to spend have a small trial or a larger trial. Now we have that perfect in between, and then if they want to buy that 60 ml option later,
that is perfect.
Then they can do that.
Really, it is, because the trial size, for me, it's not enough to really give it a fair trial. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes buying the larger size, it is a big leap of faith for some people that struggle to pay for anything, really. Mm-hmm. So this is just perfect. I love it.
Well, good.
Yeah, sign me up.
Okay, yay. Well, that's what I wanted to hear, because she actually hasn't been made fully aware of everything, so I wanted to get a natural reaction from her, being a longtime loyal vendor and NP. All right, So I really think that we've covered a lot when it comes to just the efficacy of our products and how you came about selling them. I would actually like to know just more about you. Why don't you tell the world what they should trust in you? Your certifications, years of experience. Just give a little breakdown of who you are, where you started, and who you are now. And again, just certifications and licensing. If someone wanted to become an NP, if someone wanted to come see you, it's your turn. The table is yours. Please let me know more about you.
Okay. Well, I kind of like to start sort of at the beginning because really I've been on a path to, we all are. You look back on your life and you see how something you did 10 years ago brought you to today. I started out in the medical field, the traditional Western medical field. I was at the Health Science Center. I taught at the Department of Ophthalmology, teaching ophthalmology residents, a certain part of their curriculum. And so I was very in with Western medicine. Didn't understand much about alternative medicine at all, but I became more and more interested in it. I think the main reason I was interested in it is because I'm afraid of needles. So I was hoping there's a way to get well without having needles.
Oh, how funny.
It was pretty funny. I'm still scared of needles, by the way.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, so I started looking for alternative methods for myself. I had a miraculous healing with an alternative practitioner doing the NAET, which is what I specialize in, and it stands for Nambudrapad Allergy Elimination Technique. And what I'm able to legally say about it is that it supports people that have allergies, and it seems like they don't have symptoms anymore. So to eliminate your allergy symptoms, my son had severe asthma. We were going to the ER every few days. It was uncontrollable asthma, and as a mom, when your children are sick, it's terrifying, and the helplessness you feel.
It's our job to keep them breathing.
Yeah,
that's
get them
terrifying.
to the next day and still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so the end result is my son became a long-distance runner. He went to college on a Navy scholarship, and there's been no sign of inflammation in his lungs at all. And I also had fibromyalgia, and I went through the same treatments with him, and I haven't had symptoms since then. I can't say that treatment made my symptoms go away, but they did go away. And I knew that that's what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to help families and people change their life for the better, people that seriously wanted to get well. So I don't remember how old I was, but it was, later in life. I went back to school to become a naturopathic doctor so I could learn this NAET technique and help other people. So that's mainly what I specialize in my practice, but that works for people not only with allergies, but autoimmune issues, inflammation, really almost anything. I also work with diet and some supplements. I'm not the kind of practitioner that's going to load you up with shoe boxes of supplements, because I really think that most of our nutrition should come from our food. That's why they're called supplements and not onlyments.
Mm-hmm.
So I love working with people that want to get better and take responsibility for their health. Many people are looking for a quick fix, and I have very few quick fixes. But CBD can be a quick fix, which is something I love about it. It's something someone can take and actually feel better within a few days. And in a natural medicine, that's unusual. So that's one thing that I really like about that. So if you had any type of autoimmune disease, fatigue, brain fog, recurrent infections, really just about anything, you could come and see me. We would do an evaluation, and I would give you a recommendation for what I think you could do and what I've seen work for other people in your situation, because I've seen a ton of people at this point. And I love working with people, and I love what I do, and I love when you come through the door and I can hear your victories and help you with, where you're struggling. And that's kind of what I do.
So you went to school to be an ND.
Oh yeah, you want to know about that part?
Yeah, I want them to know your certification.
I'm an ND.
Okay.
So
I maybe keep saying NP, so excuse me if I've said that a few times. She is an ND,
yes,
naturopathic doctor.
Naturopathic doctor. In the state of Oklahoma, I cannot call myself a doctor though, but I can say I'm an ND because that's what my certification is. So I'm a naturopathic doctor. I also am a certified natural health professional, CNHP. I am also a body ecology diet certified counselor. Those are my main, official, but I do a lot of continuing education. I've written some journal articles, and I'm very active in my association with other NAET practitioners. I've been asked to travel overseas to work in Oman and Greece with people or countries that don't have a practitioner like me. So I speak at symposiums and seminars and share information with other people and get information from them. So I'm very active in what I do and really stay up on the latest developments within my profession of how to help people.
Well, speaking of that, I actually am probably going to end up turning the cameras off here soon because I want to tell you some of our new and up and coming and latest developments, just me and you personally, that we have going on here at American Wholesale Hemp.
Good.
So to sign off, would you please tell people your phone number,
Okay.
how to get a hold of you if they want to be a client of yours, if they would like to buy our CBD oil from you, how can they get a hold of you?
Okay. You can call me at 405-443-4273. That is my office number, and often you'll call and I won't answer. You'll leave a message, but that message goes straight to my email, and I always get back with people. Don't leave a message with me on my website, probably. Just call direct, 443-4273. And we can talk about what's going on with you, and I can let you know if you're a good fit for me or not. Sometimes I would actually maybe refer you to somebody else if I don't think that I'm a good fit for you. If someone is interested in CBD or supplements only, I do a free consultation on the phone and follow you for free for a month while you're taking your product to help make sure you get the best result from your investment in that product.
That's a cool service. I didn't even know that you did that. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
so
you.
no charge consultation, and then the product, you can come to the office for it, or I ship anywhere, all over. So that's one way you can work with me with supplements. If you just want regular supplements, nutritional supplements, I do that consultation for free as well. If you have healthcare issues that you want to work on going forward, then you come for an hour for a new patient consultation. We have a treatment plan at the end of that hour, and we will have done a treatment of some sort, and then give you a treatment plan, and you can decide if that works for you or not, and if it doesn't, we'll adjust, and I'm flexible with whatever works, for you.
Well, I can completely understand your description of that. I know, like you said, you have probably found a little bit more instant results and accomplishments with CBD, and that's something that you loved about it. But me, as someone that's allergic to so many medicines, even when I need them, I can't use them, such as doxycycline. When I got Rocky Mountain spotted fever, I actually was able to kill the Rocky Mountain spotted fever with light therapy within 3 days, and using colloidal silver to protect and minerals protect my organs. But it took about 3 weeks for everything to go away.
And that's fast, Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fast.
So the point I'm saying is when you're wanting to take those steps, it is wonderful to have a support system, someone that's going to follow up with you, someone that doesn't mind doing free consultations, someone that will refer you out to whoever you need, even if it's a team, because it is a little bit more difficult to go natural, which is why a lot of people have a hard time doing so. I could take a 7-day doxycycline treatment, stay out of the sun, ignore it, ignore the Rocky Mountain spotted fever, or I was taking treatments 8 times a day for 2 weeks to ensure that it did not affect my heart. I chose to go with the 8 treatments a day for 2 weeks, not only because of the allergy, but because of my sensitive neurological system. So regardless, I wanted y'all to know that that story, basically just because I'm already even more impressed than I was with her for the 4 years I've known her, the 5 years Ryan's known her, just by getting the privilege of being able to sit down and talk to you and know more about you today, and ending with the support that you're giving your clients. That is incredible. So you can follow her also on Facebook, Kevin Kennedy, KEVYN Kennedy, on Facebook, and that'll also be a really nice, easy way to follow the things that she's doing, the things that she loves, and get a hold of her if you so choose to reach out and be a client of hers.
So my Facebook page, though, that I think you'll get the most benefit from, is called Immunity Boosting with Kevin Kennedy. I've got video content on there, recipes that I like. That's a great place to follow me.
Immunity Boosting with Kevin Kennedy. All right. Well, follow Kevin on Facebook. If you're not following Pure Cannaceutical, that's Pure Cannaceutical on Facebook. We also have brands such as Sativet that are making a big, impacts. Identify for skincare, which I personally founded. It's my baby. I'm very proud of. American Wholesale Hemp, and for an advocacy group, I support and founded American Women's Cannabis Society. So it's Jordan Early here, signing off, office hours for American Wholesale Hemp. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Jordan.